to get us underway on a windy day in College Park, Maryland. And Penn State will control the opening draw.
Shaylin Ahern, similarly, great center for the Terps. I think those two are going to have a fun little matchup within this game today.
First offensive possession for Maryland now. Inside May, the shot, and she scores.
Libby May times that cut very nicely, slipped right in off that first hash, and then really nice placement.
So Gilmore from the right side at hash mark on the free position. Whistle goes. And that one sneaks past Sterling. No, it doesn't. Penn State thinks it does. Did. That's a tough one. So it does look like it has been given as a goal on the field.
That was a goal, finding more success. But great turnover caused there by the Terps.
And here comes Maryland with Hannah Lubecker. Running downhill, passes to her left. Now the shot is in from Lubecker. The Terps respond with the goal.
I really like this slow break from the Terps. Hannah Lubecker tried to push the initial fast break, hit Eloise Clevenger, but kept her feet moving. Nobody stopped and started to pass around in a circle and get touches. They continued to make the Nittany Lions defense uncomfortable. They're a very dodge-heavy team, which we're seeing right now on the field. They like their alley dodges. They do a really nice job, whether they're playing against zone or man dodging. And on that look, they had a great look kind of from behind to Gretchen Gilmore, but first save of the day has to feel good for Sterling. She's had pretty phenomenal performances her last couple games.
Here's Corey Edmondson, switches on the right hand. The shot, and that is matched with the save on the other end by Sydney Manning, the freshman goalie for Penn State.
Their feet set and in a good spot to generate a charge. They're going to find opportunities to do so today like they just did.
Here's Chrissy Thomas for Maryland. The shot, and it's in.
From Thomas, she is a lefty, so she loves to have that left hand up. Really a dual threat feeder and dodger. Excellent cause turnover there by Ball. If she's known for anything, she's known for checking. She loves to back check and kind of take people on from behind, and she again showcases just really nice timing as well.
And Tori Hench gets the goal for Maryland.
Hench is a player who's been out from injury for the last couple of weeks. She looks really fresh. That's a great little face dodge, that hard right step, freeing up her left hand, and again, great placement. All of Maryland's goals that have gone in have been low.
Back to Clevenger. Now Smith trying to pull away. 30 seconds for Maryland to work with on the possession clock. Lubecker, dip of the shoulder, backhand is in! A stunning goal by Hannah Lubecker, and Maryland continues to push the advantage.
Wheel offense, but what I like here that they've changed up a little bit, they're working those give and goes. So Lubecker hits their ex-player, that ball went right back to Lubecker. Nice, great Twizzler, creative shot, even better goal.
Pulled down by Hench, and she does really well to evade the collapsing Penn State defense. Now May. And Lubecker in the middle. Now Clevenger. Thomas there to apply the finish. Another goal for Maryland. They're up by 5.
From this shifting zone, another Eloise Clevenger assist, another Chrissy Thomas goal. They're pulling that crease defender up, and then Chrissy Thomas just slips right underneath. Again, for a nice low and away shot that went in.
Here's Edmondson. 30 seconds for the Terps on the possession clock. Pass into the middle, and it finds the stick of the freshman goalie, Sydney Manning. Forced over the right by Edmondson. Spin in the middle. The shot is there, and it finds the back of the net. This time, Gretchen Gilmore, her second goal of the day.
That roll there from Gilmore, she catches that ball in her strong hand, her left hand. Maryland defender gets caught overplaying her a little bit. She rolls to the inside. Great placement, great composure on that collapsing door.
And she is quite effective from the free position shot. She's second in the nation in free position goals per game. Barrels down and fires it past Sterling. A big goal as we close out the first quarter, and Penn State has cut Maryland's lead in half, 6-3.
Put that in the back of the net, then your leader. Great placement, great quick step off that 8-meter. That's the momentum that Penn State needs to get into this second quarter. That game, she just does a great job of keeping her nose to the ground and keeping the ball loose and finding it off the turf.
Here's Tori Hench to May. Smith to Clevenger, who tried to sneak it down low. A good stop by Manning. That. Here's McKinney. And good aggressive goalkeeping by Emily Sterling. Corey Edmondson from the left hash mark, staring down the eyes of Manning. Cradling that ball in her stick. Through the middle, and it is kept out. And Penn State ball coming the other way.
On them, but they're also, I think, having trouble sort of with that pressure, placing it really well. And that's the job of the defense. So the defenses they're facing are doing a really nice job.
Lubecker has it at the top. 2 goals so far this afternoon. Forced back right. Here's Thomas weaving her way through the middle. The bounce shot spikes off the turf. Up and in. Another goal for Maryland. A hat trick for Chrissy Thomas.
Stick. And on this turf, high bouncers will go, and it doesn't get much higher than that.
As upper 90 can get. We have a timeout here in College Park. The Terps restore the 4-goal lead, 7-3. So now the Terps go back on offense. A low shot, another great stop by Manning. The freshman has been spectacular today.
Too slow to return to a player.
Salts in on Sterling, the shot, and she buries it. A big-time goal for Penn State.
She's having a really good game. Here, she really tucks that stick in nicely. You can see her choke up on her stick, and they're able to place it low and away on Sterling.
There was a yellow card issued in that play.
With the new rules as of late, it should be Maryland ball because she shot.
But instead it's a Penn State goal. Cutting the deficit down to 2. We have a ball game in College Park.
2-goal swing right there. She, again, put on the 8-meter, questionable or not, doesn't matter. She put the ball in the back of the net with great placement.
Just a ferocious goal there from O'Neal. Lubecker, who has 2 goals so far today. She's passed career 200. And that one into the stick of Manning. Did it go in? It did. But instead it went in. Oh. That is as tough a goal to concede as you will ever find.
That sucks if you're Manning. That's a really tough goal to give up.
So Abernathy from the left center hash mark. Inside, down low and in. A response from Penn State through Kayla Abernathy, 15th goal of the season.
Free position there from Abernathy. Tucks her stick, good placement on Sterling, low and away. And that is where your team has your back.
Yeah.
Manning, unfortunate goal to give up at the other end. They come down and even the score.
Libby May from the 8-meter. And another fantastic save by Manning. So Gilmore, who has 2 goals already in this game, makes it 3.
Gilmore off this hash, and it's to note, I think 6 of Penn State's 7 goals are free position shots, which if you're Maryland is a positive that they're not scoring in the run of play, but a negative that you're fouling them.
Up top for O'Neal. Abernathy. Now feed in the middle. O'Neal the shot, and we have a tie game in College Park.
Penn State doing a really nice job against this player down unit for Maryland of making them shift, working the ball, changing the angle of attack. Went from elbow to crease, and then Kristen O'Neill flash cut down that right alley and just was in that lane as Murray rounded that corner.
So Murray inside, gets around, and Penn State has their first lead of the game.
For 9 in their free position shooting, something clearly they've worked on. Nice little shovel shot. She elected to not switch to her left hand, but pull it across her body. Emily Sterling got caught way out of position, and nice, easy finish from this hash for her.
Whistle goes. Corey Edmondson. And another save by Manning. And teams are back to even strength. Here's Murray. 5 seconds for Penn State to shoot. Murray all the way around herself, and she buries it in the top shelf.
That's tough if you're Maryland. They were about to give up or get a shot clock violation, instead find themselves down by 2. Great take there from Murray, shooting off her back foot, but getting her hips facing cage so she had an angle.
Here's Clevenger. Clevenger around front and in. Eloise Clevenger pulls one back for Maryland. Who else?
Player down situation with Holland going down at the midfield, but really nice movement there. Good shot there from Eloise Clevenger. Maryland's been finding success against this zone when they're doing sort of a give and go, where they hit that pass back and then the person receiving the ball immediately receives it.
And Clevenger ties the game for Maryland. And
what I like here from Eloise Clevenger, she does something that not a lot of players do. She watches the ref. So she waits for the ref and watches the ref to see them blow the whistle, and it gets her a quick step. It's something that I try to tell the players that I work with to do, because you're not reacting to the whistle, you're watching it being blown.
Right. Now all the way to the far side for Saltz. Saltz onto the left hand. Through traffic, switches to the right and in. A bit of a change-up on the shot, and Penn State has the lead back.
Your Penn State, I'd pick her as my MVP so far today, her or Manning. She's done a really nice job dodging hard. Shannon Smith gets caught going for the swing. It looked like Saltz got almost clipped by Megan Ball there.
Staring down the eyes of Sterling. Haas buries it. Penn State pushes their lead back to 2.
8 for 11 and 8-meter shooting. Love that high bouncer there from Haas. Dead center, able to get a quick step. She's really fast. This is an 8-meter opportunity that Maryland has struggled with this game that needs to go in the back of the net if you're the Terps.
Lubecker fires it into the top shelf, bringing Maryland within 1.
It was stick side high, but it had enough power behind it. And she started to fade a little bit to her right to be able to pull Manning a little bit with her.
But we're back underway with 8 seconds to go. The cage was open as time will tick down to 0. And Penn State has pulled off the upset. A come-from-behind win for the Nittany Lions.